there's so many crazy people living in Toronto that it's not even like a joke anymore. I'm like, where the hell are the taxes going? Apparently, not apparently, supposedly they cut the entire country cut funding for prisons, and that's where the budget cutting was made in the prisons, so people are actually going to prison. And then the health facilities suffered because a lot of people thought that they could take a shortcut by saying the prisoners are actually just mentally ill, they're not criminals. And I'm like, those are two different things. Jesus, get it together. But yeah, some criminals are mentally ill and some of them aren't. But I was wondering if I was the only person who noticed that there's an insubordinate amount of crazy people living in Canada, specifically Toronto. And like every time, like the thing that I've noticed is that they know how to like verbally write stuff. I mean, not verbally write stuff, like visually write stuff. I don't know. They can say, like, they can write, hello, my name is this and today's date is this, and they can express their feelings on via characters of the linguistics way. But my biggest concern is that they don't know that they're crazy. They think everyone else is crazy, and they've actually have been copying what people who are sane, how they were treating them because they're crazy, right? So they're like, oh, if I just copy them, then I won't be crazy anymore. That was their plan. They're like, oh, this is a crazy person, like calling a sane person that they're crazy, and then they get very upset when nobody responds to them. And I think they all have like the same like support group for crazy people. You know, like it's like a group therapy thing, and they like gather around and band together and talk about like crazy people stuff, like get rich quick schemes, or like trying to find somebody to marry, or let's go press it, or like crazier yet. Oh my god, it smells like trash here. What is this trash smell? Crazier yet, they actually like to talk about like targeting innocent people because they think they're superheroes. So like they're hallucinating and they're like having delusional beliefs, and then they're like, yeah, I'm a superhero, and then we're gonna get the bad guys, and everyone's gonna love us, and I'm not gonna be the crazy one. It's really sad actually, and like I don't know what I'm supposed to do about it, because I've had like I think 3 people so far come up to me, and they're all cops, by the way. This is the more sad part. These are all police officers who went crazy. And I'm like, how is every cop in the city, or at least who works in the city, all crazy? That seems like illogical to me. I'm like, that doesn't seem right at all. I'm gonna say it smells like trash here, and I don't know why. I don't think it's why did they all go crazy one day? I don't know. Oh my god, it smells like trash in here. I don't know why. I know it's nobody here, but like the entire train, it just smells like trash. It smells like something died and somebody tried to clean it up, and it's just like trashy and sticky and stuff. But yeah, I was wondering if this is a problem in other cities too, where there's like just a weird amount of crazy people. It's just they seem to congregate in Toronto for some reason. Like they're all crazy. Just like live in Toronto and just be crazy, and I'm like, that's fucking weird. Like the bad crazy, not the good crazy. Like the bad crazy being like they just like to hurt other people for no reason and think it's funny. The good crazy being like, oh, they like to do like some stuff like for jokes that like people don't even understand, but like it's harmless. Like that, the harmless crazy is the good crazy. Harmful crazy is the bad crazy. And I was like, what? Oh my god. And I don't know why, but like the cops here have been harassing me and stalking me without a warrant or just cause, and I've told them to back off because it's bothering me and it's interfering with my well-being. And they're like, no, you can't tell us that. Like, we're allowed to go and harass you and stalk you as much as we want because we have that right as police officers. And I'm like, that's literally the opposite of your job. I don't know why you think that you have rights to do so. And then like they just kind of like their eyes kind of go weird. Like they're crying all the time, or they kind of glazes over and they're like not really focusing on what's going on, which I find super weird. And then in the case that like that's not happening, like they just kind of like they're not really there. Like they're not all there. Like if you try to have a conversation with them, they're like not even paying attention to what's actually going on. And what actually ends up happening is that they start like going off on a tangent or yelling about things that aren't even happening. Like earlier when I was on the bus, there was okay, come on Preston. Oh my god, this way. Okay, good boy. Earlier when I was on the bus, there was a off-duty cop and he was like, what was he doing? Yeah, he was like, I was just sitting there and I coughed into my sleep and he's like, stop coughing right now. If you're gonna cough into sleep. And I was like, and I didn't even respond and he got really embarrassed after. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy? And then he like left at the next stop and I was like, that's not normal. That's a crazy person, right? I'm like, it's so weird. And I think like, I don't know why he thinks that like, it's okay to do that because like and then get embarrassed about it after. That's just weird. It's not normal. Like they're just diseased or something, like mentally. And I'm like, what? Are they ever gonna be normal? Should I like go on the exit and then go to the next? Yeah, okay, so there are girls that look like this. She looks really pretty, right? It's because of extensive surgical work. I didn't know this at the time. I didn't know like so many girls had surgery done. Like they start them off really young and I'm like, wow, they're so pretty. Turns out they had work done since they were like 14. And I was like, what? Because it was so odd. Like they're pretty, but like their behavior is so ugly. It's like one of those like really ugly fat girls who never had a boyfriend or any friends like growing up, and all the girls that she wanted to be friends with hated her because she was creepy. Right? And it's kind of like that. And I'm like, why do you act like that? I'm like, this is kind of weird. Like, you're so pretty. Like, why don't you think you're pretty? And it's because they're not actually pretty. It's fake pretty. That's probably why they're so insecure, because it's not actually real pretty. Oops. I got stuff all over my mouth from reading. Yeah, and I'm like, you know what? You shouldn't, like, pride yourself on your looks then. You know, if like that's like the least of your concerns and you have enough money to like pay for surgical work, you should be happy that like you have other things to compensate for it, and it should be your personality, I think. You know what, I have to say, I've never seen an ugly person with a good personality. I don't think that's a thing. I see tweets about it and Tumblr posts about it all the time. Like, I'm glad I was ugly when I was a kid. Now that I've gotten older and I'm so much hotter now, I have a great personality because nobody wanted to be friends with me, so I have to develop a personality. And I'm like, that's not how that works. Anyway, I'm a little nervous. I haven't had a smoke in like a very long time, and like I worked on nicotine withdrawal, and it's like, it's just weird, I guess.